We'll get into it. We'll get into it. So let's start with you introducing yourself, telling us who you are, what genre you write in, or genres you write in, and anything you want us to know before we get started.
Jas B. I write urban fiction. I've been writing for 6 years now. And fact, I am a big horror fan. So later on this year, I'm hoping to dabble in paranormal, but we're gonna see.
Ooh, now that's my jazz right there. Paranormal, horror, paranormal, thriller. Yes. All right. So let's start. What started you, like what sparked your journey into writing? Was there a moment when you knew this was what you wanted to do?
Yes, I've always been a writer, but more academically in high school. I
Mm-hmm.
didn't start writing just for leisure until I want to say 23. Um, I've always been a huge urban fiction fan, and Ashley Antoinette. I was reading this Lady P, Desiree, and I was like, let me see what I can do with this. And after my first book, I completely fell in love with writing this genre.
Yeah, I love Miss Lady P. I love Miss Lady P. Um, so romance is a big part of your storytelling. What is it about love that keeps pulling you back to write about it?
The endless storylines that can come along with it. I think we have a lot of ways that we can go when it comes to love. Although our readers like to see more so fairy tale ending, I think with love, there's so many ways that you can go with the story. Hey, you guys, no, you're not late.
So now I want to dig a little deeper. What is love to you? And specifically, what is black love? Are they the same or do they carry different meanings?
I think love is love. I think black love comes with different expectations sometimes.
Hmm.
Where you feel you fall in love with who you fall in love with.
Hmm.
But dude, like I said, black love comes with a lot of different expectations that people hold as black people too, especially black women. But I think you love who you love. And the hopes of what a love can be is what keeps me, on a because right now I'm single, y'all. I'm just but what you have a vision of what you want your life to be sometimes, and sometimes it pans out that way, sometimes it don't. But with
Yeah.
love comes hope, and you stay the course. So
Yeah. Your books, even though rooted in urban fiction, often have like a very contemporary and emotionally
really,
rich. Yes, because heartstrings, heartbeat. Even though it's in it's urban fiction, it's women's fiction, it's got a contemporary type feel to it. Not the whole thing. Now, y'all don't jump on me. Not
okay.
the whole thing, but it's emotionally charged in a rich feel. Because Orchid's Query and Heartstrings, was that a conscious decision to make it the way you made it,
Heavy on the emotional. Y'all, I really don't feel like I'm that emotional.
girl? Is you reading the same book?
Oh my god.
You make it emotional.
Oh god. Can y'all see me now? No?
No.
TikTok. They're raggedy. They show me on my screen, but they won't show me on you guys. It's okay though. But I think with my male characters especially, I want them to be about their business.
Mm,
Low key on here, sometimes I go, off the deep end sometimes. However, I still want them to be seen as men who knows how to love sometimes and
yes.
open to learning to love.
Yeah, I can see that. So walk us through your creative process. When you sit down to write, how does the story come together? Do you start with the characters, the plot, or something else altogether?
It varies actually. So with Orchid's Query, my characters came first. I knew
Mm,
who I wanted Orchid to be. I mean, not Orchid, Query. I knew who I wanted Query to be. I envisioned him. I knew what I'm saying, tall, rough, not rough looking because he's fine, but in my head. But,
it was fine to me
you
too.
know, on the, here come Aubrey, on the verge of, like, he has braids, so they're never like freshly done sometimes or whatever. I knew I wanted him to be on the rougher side. But with Heartstrings, my title and my cover came first.
Mm,
And it's like, it all depends on how everything comes to me with each book. I came up with the concept of Heartstrings while writing Orchid Square. And it
mm,
literally just came to me. I don't know what it was about that title that stuck
damn.
with me. And as I had a brainstorming session, the violin came to mind. And I
Mm,
had no idea what I wanted these characters to be at the moment. So it all depends on the book.
yeah. I love those covers. I
Thank you.
love those covers. They're not overly done, but they're so simple but so beautiful. They're
Thank
just
you.
really elegant. I love those covers. Okay, as a black author, okay, now I'm finna get into this particular question.
Okay.
Da-da-da. As a black as a black author, do you feel there are certain stereotypes placed on black literature? Does it sometimes feel like urban fiction is boxed into these themes of patriarchy and struggle?
Absolutely. I seen a conversation happening on TikTok lately where people think that black automatically thinks urban. It all,
Mm-hmm.
they equated the two, but there's so many black authors that expand their catalog past that and sometimes don't even touch urban.
Mm-hmm.
I think, especially with urban fiction, I think we're boxed into what we think these men look like and what
Mm-hmm.
we think these female characters go through.
Mm-hmm.
That sometimes as authors, we literally are terrified to go outside of that.
Mm.
And I do my best to kind of tiptoe on that line. I want my characters to do something so out of the box. Like Orchid is a female architect.
Mm-hmm.
You don't see that too many times, And Haven plays the violin, although we know what that's about. He's into music, well, the
Yeah.
orchestra. And I think a lot of authors tend to, well, in this genre, don't take this the wrong way, you guys, but we know our readers expect us to stay within this box.
Mm-hmm.
And I think a lot of the time, if we stay within the box, our creativity will not flow the way we need it to.
Mm. So what has this journey as an author taught you, like both about the industry and yourself?
Myself, I have learned that I can tolerate more than I do. Like in my personal life, this industry will test you. I will say that.
Mm.
However, it is a loving community. I've met some amazing people within this community. But it has taught me also as an author to not be scared to go above and beyond
Mm.
with my characters, or that sometimes the things that I think may be looked at sideways, they're
Mhm.
gonna love. So I've learned to let my creative juices flow when I start writing.
Yeah. Do you see yourself exploring? Because you already said about the paranormal, and I'm going to hold you to that. You should never have told me that because the way I love paranormal. Do you see yourself exploring other genres in the future? If so, which ones, and what's pulling you towards them?
Yes, absolutely paranormal. I just want to go. I want to try something different. I think it's a personal test to see what my personal writing boundaries are.
Mm-hmm.
I think that right now is the only thing that I'm gonna hold myself to.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
That's a lie. I think I want to go straight romance. I have this cover that is like, people say that the heartstrings cover gives them false like pretenses of what the book is about.
It
But
does.
I have this romance cover that I think I want to dive into this year as well. So I'm gonna probably tap into romance and paranormal.
Like I said, I'm gonna hold you to that. Don't be surprised if I'm in your inbox. Hey, how that paranormal
That's
go?
fine. I need, you know what, and I'm so gung ho on not making any mistakes that I'm telling myself that I need to start it as soon as I finish this last book in the the Heartstring series.
Mm-hmm.
I want to go ahead and jump into it, or even just like start it or get my ideas out on paper because I outlined. So
Okay. Okay. You better ask RBJ about him. I'm telling you. I'll be on your ass.
I'm
Her,
here for
he
it. I need
down.
some accountability.
I'll be on y'all like, ma'am, knock knock. Hey, hey. I'm for real. So, are you signed to a indie publishing house or are you just solo dolo?
I'm solo. I'm completely indie.
So, what has been your experience like being an indie author? A lot of times I've seen that indie authors don't get as much recognition as traditionally published authors. But let me backtrack on that because a lot of black published traditionally published authors don't get the exposure they're supposed to get. So, what has your experience been like as an indie author, and what do you think is the role of indie authors in this in the literary space?
So my experience with this so far has been a learning experience. I will say that when you have all of the responsibilities to yourself to push your work, it hits a little different than when you're signed to someone else.
Mm-hmm.
However, in this industry, I will say that indie authors are the most grinding, hustling authors in this industry.
Mm-hmm.
We push our work because it's just us, you know, and it's tough to push yourself just alone, you know what I'm saying? And I think that we aren't celebrated enough sometimes.
Mm-hmm.
And I think we take the most heat sometimes because I don't think that people understand what it takes to actually put out a book or the editing or the creative process that we needed to be so it's different from the last or different from what the industry is seeing at the moment. So I think that it's imperative to give us a little bit of grace, just a little
Yeah.
bit.
I agree. I agree because some of y'all act real entitled around these streets, and it's it's aggravating as a reader. Is I can just imagine it as a author because at some point I have to like if well I can do it now since it's out back on the app, but I would log off on you hosts because y'all was just doing too fucking much.
Too much.
Like these are fictional characters, and I can promise
Yes.
you, none of them will choose you. None of
Hey,
them. None of them.
the group
Absolutely
chat
none of
will
them.
know when I get fed up. I think I take a lot of stuff. I let it. I'll read it and I'll be like, okay, whatever. But when I
Yeah.
start, I'll be like, oh, somebody done pissed theirs off. But it is
It's
what it is. It's the good and the bad that comes with it.
and I applaud the good. You know what I'm saying? Because the bad is really low mutant voices that are like they underwater. They just don't even matter. So I applaud all of y'all indie authors because it is hard. I've seen some of the shit y'all have to go through. I've heard. I see the grind that y'all do. I've seen some of the editors, the grinding they're doing to make sure. So I totally get it. Doing these podcasts, I see a whole different side of the indie world and indie authors. And I'm not even taking away from traditionally published black authors because they got their own shit they gotta deal with.
Yep.
But y'all grind so fucking much. I commend y'all because half of the shit y'all deal with. Now a lot of y'all say that I got poise and all that shit. I promise you, storm will really come out. But y'all be coming at these authors because I couldn't be me. So I applaud
Yeah.
y'all. Y'all the ones with the poise and the patience of Job.
Yeah,
Because
I was about to say it comes with a lot of patience, and I think they forget sometimes that we're human, and they just want what they want sometimes.
mhm.
And like you said, we're hustling and behind the scenes. Y'all have no idea what we go through to get these books out sometimes. And we love and respect the support that you guys give us. But again, a little bit of grace will be fine.
Yeah, because I seen y'all at book events. I am doing book events. Me and Shannon, we have seen authors that have to leave book events because this is not a profession they do full time. Sometimes they have jobs,
Mhm.
and sometimes they lose jobs, get new jobs, just can't afford it. Amazon playing with them. It's a lot that goes into it. So I just,
I got two jobs and then I'm an author. So
oh Jesus. So I want to talk about heartstrings and heartbeat. Now,
okay.
heartstrings, was this supposed to be a standalone?
Originally, yes.
I
Yeah.
thought so. I thought I was going crazy for a minute.
Originally. I think when as I started doing the marketing for
Mm-hmm.
Heartstrings, I was trying to I wrote my synopsis, but at the beginning I came across this quote that I saw, and it was about how love is so instrumental, and love instrumental stuck out to me so bad, and I was like, this has to be a series. Um but I was already finished with Heartstrings when that came about.
Because I was sitting here like, wait a minute. What you mean heartbeat?
Yep.
So these books, they kind of blend like love, drama,
A lot of drama.
a little bit of pain for
Yeah.
some people, and passion and music. How's that? What inspired these stories? Like, what in the music part? I never knew I was like a love for music type, romance type motherfucker.
You know what's so crazy? When I came up with the whole violin idea,
Mm-hmm.
it was supposed to be something sweet and just like a
Mm-hmm.
hobby that Haven was supposed to have.
Mm-hmm.
And it was something that was supposed to bond him and Essex.
Mm.
But then the my mind started reeling, and it was like, oh, I can use this
Yeah,
as a part of his unhingedness, you know?
definitely
And
unhinged.
so I decided to mix it. Again, came along with the creative process as I was writing.
Mm-hmm.
Um, I literally, as I was writing Heartstrings, I didn't have any intention on heartbeat and heartbreak. Here come Marley telling me it was so sweet. You know what? You guys on TikTok sometimes make me feel so normal because you know
It
what some
was
ideas.
sweet. It was sweet, but it was crazy.
It was right.
It was a balance. It was a
It
balance
was a good balance.
of sweet that crazy shit. You going to jail, nigga.
Yeah.
It was a balance.
I was like, how do I get them to bond and also make this be a part of his identity? So that was.
I'm sorry.
You play too much.
I'm sorry because he unhinged.
Listen,
I'm just saying.
he pops up a few times throughout the rest of the books, but
Oh shit! Like peekaboo, nigga. Okay, gotcha. So, for listeners who haven't read them yet, all right, can you break down the stories of Heartstrings with Haven? Is Haven or Haven?
Haven.
Haven and Essex, and Heartbeat with Gianni
Yes, Gianni and Jade.
and Jay. Could you give them a little snippet of why they should read these books?
Okay, Heartstrings. I feel was nope, it wasn't that emotional compared to Heartbeat. Heartstrings. Again, you have two couples who the women are dealing with things behind closed doors, like internally. You have Essex who has given up a child secretly. You have Cove who has crazy daddy issues, which plays a huge part in her personality. And they meet these men who helps them deal with those things and makes them feel like they're more than that, you know? And I feel like these men also met their match crazy wise. So it's a love it's a beautiful love story. However, expect expect the unexpected in these books. With Heartbeat, this was my very first time writing a couple that was already together, and it was a challenge.
Mm.
And they've dealt with the loss of a child and infidelity, and this Heartbeat is about them making their way back to each other in spite of everything that they've been through. But again, expect the unexpected.
Heavy on the unexpected, y'all. Heavy on the unexpected.
Book three is Heartbreak.
Mm.
Um,
I'm
with
scared. I'm scared. What?
oh god. So Jade from Heartbeat, her best friend is Zuri.
Oh no.
She's her and Gianni's brother will be together in this
Oh
life.
no.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm gonna have to.
hmm
Oh wow, wow. This is about to be crazy as hell.
It's a ride. It's a roller coaster ride for sure, especially emotionally. I will say that this will be probably the more emotional book out of the three.
Yeah.
So this one, I was like, it's called Heartbreak. I have to put, my heart in it a little more than the others. Um,
Mm.
and Elias he's the guy of the crew that he's funny as hell, but he actually has the most sense. People don't even realize that he's the one that reels people back in.
Mm.
But in this book, he faces his own turmoil, and it's like now he has to lean on others, and this is
Mm.
something that he's not used to. He doesn't know how to handle it, and all while trying to get his woman. So
No.
I'm excited for you guys to read that one as well.
So, what's the message? What's the core message behind your books? When readers close that last page, what do you hope they take away from your books?
I think with each book that I write, I try my best to throw in a message.
Mm.
So with Orchid's Query, I wanted to pinpoint men in therapy.
Mm.
Um, in Crowned, I wanted to pinpoint the importance of parents not listening to their children when they tell them about the things that's going on. As far as I can't say the M word on here, but with I think it was One in a Million, I touched on
Yes.
Alzheimer's, and Confined by Love, I touched on dyslexia, and with I think with Heartbeat and Heartbreak, it was more so of the internal struggle that people go through. It's being suffering in silence with this series is a key thing, and learning to lean on others and learning to lean on your partner is essential within this series. So I hope that when you guys read it and finish it, that's what you take away from it.
Okay. Okay. What advice would you give to upcoming authors who are trying to find their voice and build their audience?
Find your voice and stick to your voice.
Mm.
Be who you are. Stay who you are. It'll reflect in your writing. It'll reflect in your brand. And some will like it, some won't. But I think for you to truly find your place in the writing industry, it's imperative that you stay true to yourself.
Are there any book events coming up? Book signing projects coming up?
You know what? After your live with Aubrey, I got a few calls. I forgot what the event is in September.
You talking about Jessica Watkins?
Is that September? No,
You talking about the Chicago event in Chicago?
that might be it
I
because it
know.
was the only one that kind of fit in October. I can't do Southern Hearts because it's my son's birthday.
Oh,
Um,
she talking
oh,
about our
Orlando,
event, the
Orlando,
Boozy Book
yeah,
Tour in Orlando.
yes, I can do that one. Now, whether I come as an author or reader, that's to be decided.
You and Aubrey? I, boy!
You know what I'm doing it is payback to Aubrey because where was it? The last book event I did was in Ohio, and I was like, "Come on, we can share a table. We can." She was like, "No, I don't want to." So I feel like I'm gonna support her this go around.
She coming to Tulsa, and I said, "Why don't you just get a table?" Nope, I'm coming there to read.
Nope.
Like irritated.
So I think I'm a, I'm gonna support her if I don't. If okay, I'll put it this way: if I have at least two more books, 2 to 3 more books out after I finish Heartbreak, then I will attend as an author.
Okay, so that means I'm gonna be in the DMs. What them books at? What word?
Yeah, I want at least 6 books under my belt as an indie author. I told myself before I step out again.
Okay,
So I'm one book. So I don't count the short story that I just dropped. However,
it counts.
it counts.
It counts.
Y'all go get that one too. I feel like Levi is also Gianni's cousin.
Mm.
And so far, he's the quietest one of the series, but I feel like he is like right now. Everybody loves Levi the most until Elias drops. So yeah, outside of Haven and Phoenix, I don't know, but
Mm.
that's a record man that y'all will fall for.
Mm.
But right now, I have 4. So once I finish Heartbreak, that's 5. So at least 2 more after that. Then y'all
Okay.
will see me outside.
Okay, yeah, yeah. Well, actually, I just bother RBJ because I enjoy that. Getting on her nerve.
Me too. I do it every day. I call her and she's like, "What do you want?" I'm like, "Nothing." She like, "I knew it," but you
But
answer. It's okay.
I'm gonna do it from the messenger. RB, you still not getting my number. Um, what can people get? Where can people get your books? Are they available on your website, the Zon, bookstores? Let us know.
Amazon. As of right now, Amazon. I am working on my website, getting my website done. But I think I want to drop a book box of the Love Instrumental series once I finish with Heartbreak. A few hardback covers, but I want to have my website done before I do that. So she's silly, yo.
I'm not even paying attention to RB. She's not getting my number because if she actually give no, because that's gonna give me a headache. No, no, I can see the tomfoolery coming a
Yes,
mile away.
yes.
Mm. You got Shannon number. Bother her. So, um,
Thank you, Corona.
I hope you do a book box for that series because, baby,
I will. I'll do it for you guys. In that, I don't know if you've seen the Heartbreak cover. I'm
mhm.
so in love with that cover, and I can't wait to see that. And also, well, with the rest of them, I'm in love with as well. But that violin, and
Those
oh my
covers.
god,
Where the hell? Can I ask where did you find those covers? They are so pretty.
I found the picture. It was actually a stock image in my. She doesn't do covers anymore, but K Nicole did my cover.
Mm.
She did the entire series. However, I gave her my vision, and I found like the cover that I wanted, and she just made everything work. And when she came back, she was like, "You better love me," and I was like, "What did you do?" She sent me the picture, and I was like, "Oh my god!" But just literally describing, she'll ask what the story is about and what your vision is, and she literally makes it come to life.
Those covers are so pretty, and to see them in hardback,
Yeah, I'm excited.
oh, that shit gonna be pretty, pretty, pretty. All right, so we have come to the end, my friend. Please tell us how we can get in contact with you to make sure that you write these paranormals and these 2 books. What's what social media platforms are you on, and what's your handles, and how can we help you in marketing your stuff?
Um, I'm on Facebook, author Jas B Butler. TikTok, author Jas B. Instagram, Jas B. The Pinterest. And Marketing, I feel like once you guys dive into these stories, I feel like you guys will market it however you guys see fit. And I've always loved the honesty and the transparency when it comes to my stories. So that's all I ask for my readers.
Okay. I appreciate you taking your Sunday to spend with me, just a little bit of your time.
I appreciate you.
Thank you. And I look forward to reading the new book. Not this new one, because I already read that one. Now you got me ready for the new book.
This
And
month, it'll probably be the end of February, but it's coming.
where's the novella?
The novella is it's online now. The Christmas story,
Okay, okay, okay.
Christmas with the One.
Okay. I'm gonna read that one because I don't think I read that. I just think I just dived straight into.
Yeah, it's on there. It's live.
Okay. And when you do get your book boxes, please let us know. So shit,
Absolutely,
because I'm gonna buy me one. Goddamn.
absolutely. I'll
All
post
right.
it here first.
Thank you. um. So if y'all haven't got her books, please just not even just that series. There's a whole lot of books you can go into. So make sure you support her, support indie authors. And on that note, you have a wonderful rest of your Sunday.
Thank you,
And once again, I appreciate your writing and your books.
and I appreciate your platform and your space to share. I thank you for inviting me.
You're welcome. You have a good one.